A single shadow moves across a lavish European cityscape, unnoticed, yet somehow all see intact. Every glint of metal, every whispered conversation feels heavier than it should. Meet Matt Helm. He's charming in the way someone might be if they lived half in daylight and half in darkness. A spy, yes, but more than that. A man who carries humor like armor, yet beneath it, the weight of knowing the world is rarely as simple as it seems. The party lights, the champagne, the laughter. Helm moves through them with practiced ease, each smile measured, each word precise. But even in that laughter, a question lingers. How much can one truly control when danger has a rhythm all its own? And then there's Freya, enigmatic, clever, a woman whose presence is felt before she speaks, sighs that observe, analyze, and sometimes betray a subtle amusement at the chaos unfolding around her. With her, every glance is a silent challenge, and every conversation carries a pulse of tension beneath the casual banter. You begin to wonder if she sees more than she reveals, or perhaps sees exactly what Helm cannot. The city itself becomes a character. Streets twisting like secrets, hotel lobbies hiding more than furniture, a carnival of light masking the dangers lurking just beyond the shimmer. Helm navigates it with a grace that belies the precariousness of every encounter. He laughs at the absurdities, but those laughs are punctuated by sudden awareness, a subtle glance over the shoulder, a momentary hesitation that betrays the stakes. In the corridors of power, villains move with confidence and audacity, their plans layered, their motivations never simple. Helm watches, waits, and sometimes interferes with precision, but even he cannot predict the ripple of unintended consequences. Every joke carries a shadow. Every distraction is a test. And yet, in the midst of gadgets, disguises, and explosive escapes, there's a quiet question that lingers. Who is truly in control? The city, the mission, or the quiet, unspoken choices that reveal who we are when the spotlight falls away? By the time Helm cracks another witty line, narrowly escapes a trap, or flirts with danger as easily as one sips a cocktail, you sense the first threads of a larger design pulling tight. Every laugh, every clever maneuver, feels slightly off-kilter, as though humor itself masks a deeper unease. A storm is approaching, though, for now, it is only hinted at in the glint of a weapon. The pause before a door opens, the shadow behind a curtain. And as the night deepens, you realize this is no ordinary comedy. Beneath the smiles and explosions lies a rhythm of tension, of observation, of choices made in whispers and shadows. Helm is clever, but cleverness is not immunity. And in the quiet spaces between action, the real question surfaces. When all the pieces move, who'll be left standing, and at what cost? A smile, a quip, a perfectly timed escape. Yet the city, the enemies, the secrets they are watching. And for Helm, the game is far from over. The night has deepened, but the city does not sleep. Shadows have grown longer, streets narrower, and every casual smile now carries a weight of possibility. Helm moves with practiced ease, yet there's a subtle shift and awareness that the playful dance of espionage has become something sharper, more unpredictable. Each joke, each flirtation, is a mask, hiding the precise calculation beneath. Enemies once distant now feel closer. Faces appear familiar in their cunning. Smiles that seem sincere but carry hidden daggers. Helm's mind, so often a calm pool of wit and timing, begins to ripple. Freya's gaze lingers with meaning, and you sense that beneath her playful exterior lies a challenge he cannot entirely anticipate. The humor and elegance of earlier moments are replaced by a careful tension, as if every step could trigger an unseen consequence. And then, the plan shifts. What seemed a routine operation becomes a puzzle of instincts, choices, and subtle betrayals. Helm's laughter no longer conceals. Only Chamet reveals insight, suspicion, and the delicate dance of survival in a world where the rules are constantly changing. He notices patterns, small anomalies, a misplaced object, a gesture too deliberate, a shadow that moves contrary to expectation. These are the moments that separate performance from truth. In this web of elegance and danger, Freya emerges not as a side character, but as a mirror to Helm's own complexity. Her wit is a weapon, her intelligence a subtle force, but both aids and tests him. Each interaction carries an undercurrent of challenge on emotional tension that teases, provokes, and occasionally disarms. In their interplay, you glimpse something rare. Humor and danger intertwined so seamlessly that the line between survival and play blurs. And yet, even as Helm maneuvers, evades, and improvises, the city itself seems to conspire. Hallways twist into dead ends, balconies offer precarious vantage points, and the glittering lights hide more than they reveal. Every escape is hard-won. Every revelation comes at a price, and every clever trick exposes vulnerabilities previously unseen. The comedy of errors and high stakes merges, creating a rhythm both exhilarating and unsettling. Then comes the revelation not of villains' motives, nor the success or failure of a mission, but of Helm himself. Beneath the charm, the cleverness, and the unruffled exterior lies a man acutely aware of the precariousness of his world. His humor is both shield and insight, a way to navigate chaos without losing a sense of self. In Freya's quiet intelligence, he sees reflections of his own contradictions, and the two of them, briefly, inhabit a space where wit meets clarity, danger meets understanding. As the climax unfolds, the spectacle of gadgets, clever traps, and narrowly avoided disaster gives way to a quieter recognition. The real victory is the ability to move through the chaos with awareness and precision, to read the subtle rhythms of both friend and foe, and to find levity without surrendering to a folly. In the laughter that follows a successful maneuver, there is a trace of reflection, a sense that every action has echoed further than anyone realizes. And when the final moment arrives, a pause, a glance, a word left unspoken. The resonance lingers. The city exhales, the players recede into shadows, and the audience is left contemplating the delicate balance Helm has maintained. Charm and cleverness are not merely entertaining, they are survival, insight, and reflection embodied in the end. The Wrecking Crew is not just a tale of espionage and daring escapades. It is a study in subtlety. In the spaces between action and reaction, humor and peril, observation and intuition, Helm walks forward, poised, knowing that the dance of shadows is never truly over, and you are left with the quiet, almost unsettling understanding that beneath every joke, every clever escape, lies a mind acutely aware of the world's intricate, fragile design. Sometimes the greatest victories are not celebrated in fireworks, but in the calm certainty of knowing you have moved through chaos and emerged with clarity and tact.